Hi, good morning. Welcome, welcome. We're doing a 30-minute yoga class today. So be very gentle and to lengthen and strengthen and get us ready for the day ahead. So we're going to start standing. So take a look down at your feet and see if the toes are pointing naturally forward and that the feet are underneath the knees and the hips, so a hip width apart. Just take a little look down there. You'll feel a nice little stretch at the back of the neck. And look at the toes. Pick them up all together if you can. And see if you can place them individually down. Starting with the little toe, then the next toe, all the way to the big toe. Okay? So we're really rooting the soles of the feet down and into the ground. We're drawing up the energy through the feet, so the arches of the foot slightly drawn up by the inner thighs, the adductors, pulling them up, and have like sort of soft knees but strong quads, just to keep our balance. So we're drawing that energy up through the ground, through the legs, into our hips, and just check that your pelvis is neutral. So it's not sticking out behind or it's not tucked under, just it's natural. Coming up into the waist and around the belly. Can we relax that belly? A few little circles with the hands round and round. And coming up into the ribs. So feel the front of your ribs and then take the hands out to the side. Let the elbows just point. And feel how we breathe in. The side ribs expand, and as we breathe out, they soften. And now let's place our hands at the heart space and feel the sternum. So maybe a little pressure there. Have one hand over the other. Elbows just naturally falling towards the ground, along with the shoulders. Let them melt away from the ears. As the energy comes up the spine now, into the back of the neck. And see if we can lengthen a little more by just gently tucking the chin, not far, maybe 1 millimeter. Check into your jaw, is it soft? All the muscles in your face relaxed, including your eyelids and your forehead. Let your forehead smooth out. Maybe begin to close the eyes. If you're comfortable standing with your eyes closed, if not, just a gentle focus. And drawing the energy finally up through the crown, checking in with the shoulders, softening them down as we're connecting earth up with the sky. Now, if you have your eyes closed, gently go inward. How are you feeling today? If the eyes are open, you can still go inward with your mind's eye. How are you feeling? What do you need from this practice today? Maybe you just want to lie down in Shavasana or Child Pose. It's your choice, but it's 30 minutes that you've chosen for time out for you to reconnect in with the body. So as we sway gently back and forth, side to side, finding that central weight distribution. Let's take a cleansing breath through the nose. So inhale, nice and long, filling up the chest, and then filling up the belly. Hold at the top, open the mouth, and exhale, nice and long. Do that a few more times. So inhale, open the mouth. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling through the nose to 4 counts and exhaling through the nose now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, exhaling, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, inhaling. Soften the shoulders and exhale. One more. And exhale. So just stay here for a moment, noticing how the body and the mind calm down with that 2-part breath. Now just let the hands rest at the side of the body. Gently open the eyes. And let's introduce some shaking. So let's shake the hands first. And then get the arms involved in the shoulders. And then the whole body, maybe a little bouncing with the knees. They're really shaking it out. And then maybe pick one leg up, shake that out, and then the other. Really give it a good shake. Keep going. Shake it all out. Shake the sleepiness out from the night time. Really waking up the body. Shaking's really good. The nervous system becomes alert and aware. What's going on? Okay, and now let's just stand still, feet underneath the hips. Take a moment, take a breath in. And then out. Let's do that one more time. And out. Take the feet a little wider now, not too wide, just a little bit wider than the hips. Arms out to the side, and let's swing with loose knees, okay? So the legs are bent. We're going to swing the arms round side to side until the hands tap into the body. So knocking on the door of life. Great way of waking up. Okay, a little bit faster. Taking the gaze with you left and right. And then we're going to slow down, let the hands naturally swing. And then come back into stillness. Bring the feet underneath the hips again. Toes pointing forward. And just rest for a moment. Then raise the hands out to the side. Reach through the fingertips. Float the hands up above the head until the palms touch. Interlace the fingers. Let the forefingers point up to the sky and cross the thumbs. So try and rest the shoulders down a little bit so you're not sort of static like this. So nice and relaxed. Nice strong legs. Take a breath in. Lift out of the waist and come over to your right side. So press the left heel down. Maybe a little squeeze of the glutes. Nice strong core protecting our lower back. And we're breathing naturally in and out here. Pressing that left hip away, making a nice crescent shape. And with the next in-breath, bring the body back up to the center. Reach out of the waist and exhale over to the other side. And just notice how different one side feels to the other. So we're leaning to the left, right heel down, nice and strong with the legs. A little bit reachy over, a bit more. And on the next in-breath, bring the body up to the center. Now bend the knees, take a look at the toes, and then press the hips forward. Begin to take the head back, not too far, just a little bit until you can see your hands, and lift out the waist for a very mini back bend. Exhale back up to the top, and then float the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, bend the knees. We're going to hinge from the hips and take a forward fold. So come down into your ragdoll pose, your Uttanasana. Now maybe the hands are resting on the back, or maybe you'd like to lift them up to the sky. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, nice and easy. Bending the legs, really being kind to the hamstrings. We've just woken up, it's quite early, and we're being kind. We're still getting the benefits from this inversion, whether your legs are straight or bent. So let's release the hands, float them down towards the mat, and we're coming into our chair pose, or Uttanasana. So let's bring the glutes all the way back, so really stick them out and just have the arms parallel to the ground out in front of you. So relaxing the shoulders down. I'll change the view so you can see. So you're really sticking the glutes out as if you're sitting down on that invisible chair. The belly's nice and strong, so we haven't got that arch in the lower back. Press back into the heels. The arms are parallel. Now just take a look at your fingertips. And we're breathing here, in and out. Exhale now, down, back into forward fold, all the way down. Inhale, hands out to the side, all the way up above the head. Keep them there, palms together, interlace the fingers and point the fingers up to the sky. Inhale, exhale over to the right side, coming back into our side bend, so pressing that left heel down, reaching out of the waist, nice strong legs. Just go to where it feels a slight challenge, no discomfort. And on the next in-breath, up to the center and over to the other side. Taking it easy. Breathing back up to the center, taking a look down at your toes, bend the knees, slightly roll the hips forward, head goes back, look at the hands, mini back bend. Exhale back up to the center, hands float behind the back. So we're interlacing the hands behind the back, we're bending the knees a little, and we're hinging at the hips. So we point the chest forward, let the chest come forward all the way down into your forward fold, and lift the hands up as an option towards the sky. Take a breath in and out here. And as we exhale, let the hands float past the feet. Inhale into our chair again with arms parallel. This time we're coming into some arm swings. So the right hand, palm up, swing it back, take the gaze with you. Maybe a little bounce with the knees. So bring it back forward, and now the left hand. Lovely, so inhaling up and exhaling back. Inhaling up, exhaling back. One more either side. You can make these big or small, staying in your chair again, releasing down to forward fold. Inhale, come to standing, hands out to the side. Palms together, keep them up above the head, interlace the fingers and point the forefingers up to the sky and cross the thumbs. Take a breath in. Coming into our side bend. This is our last set here. So press the left heel down, reaching forward. Make sure the tailbone is nice and neutral. And breathing back up to the top and exhaling over to the other side. Keep going a little bit more, inhaling back up to the center, bending the knees, rippling the hips forward, exhaling into a mini butt bend, and then exhale, the hands behind the back, interlace. This is our final chair pose. Bring the feet a little closer together, lifting the chest, bend the knees, come into our forward fold. Breathing into our chair pose, sticking the glutes back. Place the palms together and let's rest them at the heart space. Great, so really stick those glutes back and begin to twist the right side. So the left elbow comes to the right side and we're just taking the gaze naturally to the side. Breathing here, press the palms together. Nice and strong body, nice and strong belly. We're taking an in-breath back to the center, look forward, and then exhale over to the left side. Good job. Keep going. Little gentle breaths here. And the next in-breath, return to the front, and then into our forward fold. Inhale, let's raise the hands out to the side, above the head, palms come together, and let's bring the hands to the heart space. So just take a moment of stillness. Softening the shoulders and the face, lifting the corners of the mouth, a little smile. Taking it easy. And now we're coming in just to a couple of sun salutations. We're going to take it slowly. So the top of your mat, make sure your feet are underneath your hips. Hands out to the side. Take a breath in. Take a look up, a tiny back bend. And let's exhale, forward fold, all the way down. Let's inhale into halfway lift, so flat back, fingertips on shins. Then as you exhale, fingertips come down, right foot steps all the way back, lower that back knee, keeping the back toes tucked. Just take a breath in. Let's raise up into low lunge. Reach up. Exhale, hands come back down, framing the front foot. Pick that back knee up and let's slide into your plank position, nice and strong. Press through the heels, press the floor away, and then release the knees down and the toes. We're keeping the elbows close as we send the chest and the chin down. Scooping gently, inhaling, rolling the shoulder blades, hips down into baby cobra. Exhale, back down. Tuck the toes. Inhale into tabletop first. Exhale, lift the hips into down facing dog. Take a look at your toes. Raise the right foot into the air. And as we exhale, we step that foot in between the hands. Let's bring the back foot to meet it into your forward fold. Inhale gently, hands out to the side, raising the hands up above the head, palms together. And slide the hands and rest them at your heart space. Hands down either side of the body. Inhale, hands to the side. All the way up. Take a look up, mini back bend. Exhale, let's forward fold all the way down. Taking it easy, in breath, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fingertips down. Let's step the left foot back and the left knee down. Raising the hands with the in-breath all the way up. Make it proud, low lunge. Exhale, hands come down, framing the front foot. Lift the back knee, slide into your plank. Nice and strong now, strong body. Squeeze in little glutes perhaps and activate the legs, pushing through the heels. And then the knees come down, release the toes. Chest and chin down first. Gently bring the hips down, roll the shoulders away, lift the head and shoulders up, and exhale back down. Pressing into tabletop first, inhaling. Exhaling, down facing dog. Take a look at your toes. Raise the left foot into the air. Step it through in between the hands. Bring the back foot to meet it, forward fold. Raising up, hands out to the side, reaching up, in breath, palms together. Exhale, let's rest the hands at the heart space. Take a breath. Notice how you're feeling. Any vibrations, sensations going on after the sun salutations? Maybe your eyes are soft, just a soft gaze. Fix your drishti. So we're coming back into downward dog. So first of all, inhale, salute, come up to standing, hands up above the head. Exhale into your forward fold, all the way down, legs bent and fine. Let's inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the legs so palms come down. Let's step back into downward facing dog. Good job. So let's bend one leg then the other. And just have a little focus on our form here. So fingertips and knuckles are really rooted into the ground. Your hands are like suction cups, so you can imagine they're really fixed down. Externally rotating the arms out a little bit, which hollows the armpits, creates space between the shoulders and the ears. And we're just bending one leg and then the other. So we've got a nice long back with long arms and really feeling connected here. Let's raise the right foot into the air, taking a breath in, circling the foot one way and then the other. Bend that leg, look between the hands and send the right knee behind the right hand, coming into pigeon. Resting the lower leg down, sliding the left leg back long. If you want to bend the leg and come into deer pose, like that, that's absolutely fine. But if you've got pigeon in your practice, go for it. So chest forward, palms down first of all. Just let the neck extend on from the spine. The gaze is just in front of you, perhaps down onto the ground. We're taking a breath here. There's an option to come down on your forearms. So soften the shoulders in your face. And you're feeling more compression in the front leg now. It's an option there is to have hands either gentle fists on top of each other or make a pillow and rest the forehead down. That's another option. And gradually you'll build up to this. So where the forehead comes down to the mat, you make a prayer or palms together and rest them behind your head. But take it easy. Every day is different. I'm going to rest on the forearms here, just looking down at my hands. Breathing into that front hip flexor. Really taking it easy. Trying to soften the face and the shoulders. Placing my mind's eye in the hip flexor at the front. How does that leg feel compressed? And the back hip flexor, the left leg, is feeling lengthening here. Come back up, so bring the body up so your palms are connecting down and the chest is facing forward. Now we're going to roll onto our right hip. So the weight's all on the right side and we're sliding that back leg all the way forward, all the way round until it touches the sole of the right foot. So we're sitting half butterfly here. Place the left hand on the left leg and come into a side bend by raising the right hand above the head and just gently, it's not through forcing, just gently come into your side bend. Really root that right sit bone down. Now glide the right hand behind you, place it down on the ground. We're going to lift the hips up and the left hand into half wild thing. So reaching the body, lengthening the front body here. Exhaling, softening down. Do that a couple more times. So left hand on left leg. Reach the right hand up for your side bend. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up, and come up into your wild thing or half wild thing. You really kept mindful of that shoulder when we were leaning on it. Left hand down, right hand up. Last half wild thing. So pressing, be nice and strong, be kind to the shoulders. Don't go too high if you're feeling any pressure in the rotator cuff. And then slowly bring the hips down. Placing the hands in front of you, roll into that right hip again, sliding that left leg long behind you, coming back up into your pigeon. Tuck that back toe, scoot forward a little bit. Strong with the hands. Let's lift that back knee, press into the hands and come into three-legged dog. So the right leg goes into the air and then slowly bring it down. A little bit of movement here, down facing dog. And then the left foot goes into the air now, taking a breath in. Look forward, look at the left hand and send the left knee behind it. Settling down into your pigeon. So lengthening the back leg behind you, or option to come into deer pose. So just take a moment here. Feel that compression in the front leg. Breathe in, soften the body. If this is enough for you today, stay here. You're still getting the benefits of pigeon pose. If you want to add on, option to come down on the forearms, resting in into the elbows, gently allowing the body to release a bit. Breathing in to the hip crease. Option further to come down, forehead resting on the hands. Taking it easy here, see how you feel. You can always give it a go and then go back to level 1. Or bring the forehead down and place the palms behind your head. Just an option. It will really intensify the compression in the front leg. Try not to roll over to one side. Try and keep center with the hips. So one more breath here. Nice and slow. And then the palms come down. Bring the chest up and forward. Rolling to the left hip now. Sliding that back leg all the way around until it connects into the sole of the foot. Right hand on right leg. Inhale, the hand up over into a gentle side bend. Floating that left hand behind and lifting the hips and the right hand up into Wild Thing. Gently bring the hips down. Side bend. Softening the elbow. Just allow yourself to be natural in the movement. So when we lift into half Wild Thing and that right foot wants to go towards the ground, then let it. Don't keep it upright. Slowly come down and be mindful with your shoulders. So when you're lifting your hips, coming into your side bend, but when you're lifting your hips, there's a lot of weight into that one arm. So maybe you just want to have the hand connected and lift the right hand up first. And then over time, you may want to lift the hips up and come into half Wild Thing. So let's bring the hips back down, place the palms either side of the front knee, and we're sliding that right leg back, tucking the toes, getting prepared here, coming into 3-legged dog. So pressing down with the hands, lifting that left leg all the way up, and then bring it down, feet together. Let's place the knees either together or as wide as the mat, and rest in Balasana, child pose. So forehead comes down, slide the hands either side of the feet, let the shoulders round down towards the earth. Feel the connection here. It's supporting you. The ground is supporting you. The forehead's connected. Very grounding pose. Safe. Great for the spine. Imagine sending the tailbone towards the heels and lengthening, creating space between each vertebrae as we rest here for another 3 or 4 breaths, taking it easy. Sometimes it's nice just to roll the forehead left and right, and nice massage and relaxing the face muscles. Just remain still and send the breath into the side ribs and the back ribs. And breathe into the entire body, including your fingers and toes. Let's rest here. Let it go. Allow yourself to rest. There's nowhere to go. Nothing to do. We're just calming ourselves and nervous system in this lovely restful pose, child pose, Balasana. enjoying the rest. The eyes are closed. Gently taking your time. Place the palms underneath the shoulders, press into the floor and slowly bring the head, shoulders and body back up to the center, nice and slow. We're going to raise the hands up in front of us, all the way above the head. And take a twist to the left side. So right hand to the outside of the knee and the other arm just soft behind. No forcing, just a gentle twist. Focusing on the thoracic, the mid to upper back. Gently looking over the shoulder and breathing naturally. So inhale, turning to the front, hands above the head one more time. And then exhaling, twisting to the other side. Taking it easy. And turning to the front and placing the hands one over the other at your heart space. Just take a moment with your eyes closed. Just notice how you feel. Be thankful for your practice today and thank yourself for making the time. And fill yourself with gratitude. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon, especially on my YouTube channel. Please take care. Namaste.